Hello, my name's Carole and this is my channel, So Carole, and you are joining me on hashtag Friday Sews. Now, if anyone had said to me this time last year, Carole, in a year's time, you're going to be chatting to people all over the world, face to face, and you're going to be chatting in comments and you're going to be corresponding with people and you're going to meet the most amazing set of friends you've ever had, like-minded people all over the world. Well, I would have thought they were absolutely loopy. But here I am, nearly a year ago since I started my channel, and I find myself with just some amazing sewing friends and just incredible. This all came to a head really when I went to the expo in Lakeland, Florida last week and met with so many people. So I know I've said it many times, but for creating this hashtag, because without it, without you, Jen, my life would be still very dull and my husband would just be fed up with me talking about sewing all the time. So right, I haven't done much sewing, obviously, because I only came back from Florida on Sunday lunchtime. So I haven't had much time. Now, I'm going to put the footage of the expo and our meetup right at the end of the video, but I will just put in some gifts that I was kindly given by all my friends. I'll put the little film in here. Look at this! This was all the gifts that I was given when I saw the ladies last week. It was like Christmas with all these gifts. Now I'm going to run through them with you. First of all, this was from Grace. She has made and embroidered this beautiful tea towel with the sewing notes as well. I think she described on her channel how to actually make that. But in here, of course, you're my cup of tea, because she says I always say that. It's not my cup of tea. And a tea bag, of course, in that. That's just inspired. So inspired, as Grace would say. Then we move along to Trish's things. Now, Trish, look at this. I have never seen this, but she gave us all this present. But she has sewn wrapping paper around it to make it a little parcel. And I absolutely love that idea. And which she gave a beautiful little notebook and pencil. She also gave me these Vera Bradley jotter sets. A wonderful tea bag for the bath. Not to put in my tea, it's a bath. Orange blossom for the bath. And taffy, of course, because we were in Florida, so that's a good little memento. She also gave me a lovely bracelet that I wore for the expo with my blue dress. This was here from Michelle, from Michelle Sews Again. She has got a cry cut, I call it, but I think it's cricket. And she's made me this wonderful hashtag Friday Sews, which I'm going to, as she very cleverly suggested, put on a picture frame. So that was that. Southern Socks. This made me howl with laughter. It was from Andra. Y'all. I love those. I actually live in the south of England, so does that qualify? But we don't say y'all here. Now I have this haul from Jen. Honestly, it was amazing. Where do I start with Jen? Okay, she gave me one of her, she's doing some merchandise with hashtag Friday Sews on. She gave me this lovely kind of baseball style t-shirt. She gave me this made by Annie Patton for, look at that, zipper cases, but they stand up or you fold them down. So they're sturdy. So that's going to be great to have a go at. And she also included some mesh. Now, everything she gave me, actually, she put lovely bits of ribbon round, which I'm going to keep, obviously, because it's always good to have ribbons. She gave me 2 fat squares, fat quarters. Oh, I said it wrong, don't I? Lovely beachy Florida theme. And a wonderful mug, Venice, Florida. Inside the mug, I brought it back and kept these things carefully. But we've got a wonderful manatee magnet from Venice, Florida.
this so cute little turtle and his arms and legs move. That reminds me, because we saw so many when we were on holiday last year. And there's such a cute little shell. Isn't he adorable with a lovely little hat? So thank you very much, Jen. And lastly, but I haven't done these in any order, this was for the wonderful Maddie from her channel, Inspired Leather. She's got two channels, a sewing channel and Inspired Leather. I'll put the link below. But she had made me this sunglasses case. And it says, "You are inspiration's perfect muse." And she's put my name on it and spelt it right with the E on the end, because not many people do. And in there, she's just popped her card. Inspired Leather hats. She makes all sorts of things. She is absolutely the most talented, inspiring lady. So there we go. Thank you so much, everybody. It was like Christmas, and I appreciate every single little thing. Thank you all. Thank you, y'all.
Wasn't everyone so generous? It was amazing. I'm very glad I took a spare suitcase with me, because I don't know how I'd have got everything back, squeezed it in otherwise. Thank you, everybody. Now, as I said, I'm going to put some photos at the end of the expo and also the meetup with all the others, which we did on the Thursday. I couldn't spend much time because I was travelling quite a distance for over the 2 days. They all had lots of fun though. And I think Jen's put some photos up and things, and Izzy has from Dizzy Quilts and Sews, so you can catch up with some there. Now, I would like to say that I have done a little bit of sewing this week, not a massive amount, but it's magic. I said to you before I went away, please nag me about cushions. So I came back from holiday determined to do these cushions. So this is magic. If I want something done, I ask you, and I know that I'm accountable to you. So I got them done. I got 4 cushions made. This is one. Now the fabric, basic cushions with zip in the bottom. I have to say the fabric was quite a cheap fabric. It's not my favourite cushions, but they are better than I had before, because the others were checkered and multicoloured and too in your face. So these are much more toned down. Now, that's the wrong side of the fabric, but I couldn't decide which I liked best, the wrong side or the right side. So I've made them half and half. So now I'm a Gemini and I get bored with things very easily. So this for me is perfect. But look at this. This is complete fluke. There's no way I did this on purpose. But look, that almost matches up. I mean, I made sure that it was kind of, this bit was kind of central, but I had no idea that that was so good. So I'm pleased with those. They're done. And so I can now get on and sew some fun stuff again. So what else have I been sewing this week? Well, it is my daughter Katie's birthday next week, and she wanted that 3rd pair of pyjamas, which I had the fabric for, and it's these back here. Isn't this the most beautiful fabric? I am once again very envious of it. So I was going to make her these pyjamas, Simplicity 9337. I think it's about the 5th time I've made this, but I can kind of make it with my eyes shut now, so quite easy. So all I've got to do is the waistband. So I managed to get the t-shirt and the trousers with the cuff on the bottom. That's what makes them so nice. They don't wriggle up through the night. And it's got the pockets. We can't see it really because it's so patterny. Pockets. So I've just got to put the waistband on that, and then I will give them to her for her birthday next week. Now, earlier this week, I did a fabric haul of my holiday souvenirs from Florida. You've probably already seen, I'll put the link up below, but if you've probably seen the video by now. Anyway, so amongst those fabrics was 2 bits of crinkle rayon. Now, I've never sewn with crinkle rayon before, and I have been warned it can be fun. It stretches when you sew. I'm willing to give it a try because these are the 2 softest rayons and they're just so pretty. So I want to make kind of spring tops. So I've got a few patterns in mind. A couple of them I made before, a couple not. I'll just flick through and show you which ones. This one here, I've still got to make this one. I really want to make that. So one of them, I imagine, will be that. So that was New Look 6479. This was a pattern I picked up a while ago. Butterick, it's got Butterick 6730. It's got sort of a gathering bit on the front. The only thing about that one is it's short sleeved, and we're nowhere near short sleeved in this country yet. This is another one. This is one I picked up in a sale, 6451 New Look. I'm not a massive fan of these balloon sleeves. Now, whether this would be nice, it's got quite a nice neckband, but if I took some of the volume out of that, that could be a winner. Or this one, and I have made this one before. I wouldn't make it with a scoop back, I'd make it straight across. I'm just not sure about that one. That's my least favourite. So hopefully I plan to get one of these made up for next week. But as I said, this has been one I've been desperate to make, so maybe I'll do it with a little tie on the front. It might make it nice. So hopefully that's a project for next week. When I was in Florida, I was lucky enough to hit a Butterick sale at Joann's. It's funny actually, I'll put this photo in because we headed off, Andra, Jen and Trish and I headed off in the car on one afternoon to hit Joann's, and you have to look at this photo because we are on a mission. You can see it, we're all heading to that sign. So it's just a photo I quickly took because I thought that was so funny. But I picked up 4 Butterick patterns. Now 2 of them were ones that I'd looked at in the UK before I left and didn't order, so I was really pleased with that because I got them slightly cheaper. Right, which were the ones? So there was this one, Butterick 6829. Again, kind of a floaty top. Jersey, viscose jersey would be better for that. So none of those, the fabrics that I've just shown you. Kind of like the interest on that. This one's very interesting. It's Butterick. It's got that funny code at the top, which I don't really know what that means. So I will say it's 10781, but that's where they put it in the rack, something like that. But I liked it. It's a Catherine Tilton. I've never made it before, any of hers before, but I liked the asymmetric angle on this. And if you see the line drawings, it's got a yoke and that extra seam. So if you did some nice on a plain sort of viscose and you did some top stitching on that, it could look really good. So that was that one. This one I've been eyeing up for a long time. This kind of twist top, and if you used kind of a striped jersey or something, that could look really interesting. And it's got a dolman sleeve, and I'm a sucker for a dolman sleeve. And the last one of this, I don't know what I think about it. I do like this one here. I wouldn't go for the split, I don't think, because I'm short, it's probably going to come down too low. But that was Butterick 6875. I do quite like the pretty one with the pretty sleeves there. So we shall see. But yeah, they will go in the drawer. Hopefully I shall make those in the summer. Okay, I need your help. And I want honest opinions, and I will probably take a count and vote who says ditch it or not ditch it. But this is a dress I started before I went away. I just don't know about it. I haven't finished it because halfway through, when I sort of put the pieces together, I thought, I don't know if this goes at all. It's one of my favourite patterns, New Look 6619. I've done this several times with the stripe as shown here in the linen. This time I did some collar blocking, and this is where I'm not good and I'm never sure, because I had this chambray here and I had this fairly small bit of quilting cotton, which has got the greys and the blues, and of course at the bottom it has a band. So I made it up. Now my husband and I cannot decide whether we like it or not as a dress. Does it look strange? So I really need your opinion on whether to go ahead. If you say no to the dress, what I will probably do is chop it off here and just make it a colour block top. That's probably what I'll do. But you know, it's really nice. It's got the split in the back where you just put the bow. It's a fantastic pattern and fits me very, very well normally. I just need your help. Shall I carry on with it, or shall I ditch it, or shall I make it into a top? Is it just weird? So I'll be very grateful for your opinion. Thank you. Life. That's what hashtag Sew Friday Sews is all about. Sewing, life. So this weekend we've got a busy day on Saturday. My daughter and husband are picking up a new car in London, so they've got to drive quite a way to get it. So we're going to look after the boys all day. And of course, weather forecast, not good. But luckily we've got a local theme park we've got season tickets for, so I should imagine that's where we'll be. We always have a good time when we go there. So that will be Saturday. Sunday, I hope to, and I had a delivery today of a new machine. Now I'm very excited about it, but I haven't a clue how to use this new machine. So I am going to hopefully open it up on Sunday, have a good play with it, and I will do a little bit of filming, hopefully release that at the beginning of next week of how I get on with it. But I am very excited. I think it's going to add a certain special little things every now and again to my projects, and especially with the grandsons and the new baby girl on the way. So look out at the beginning of next week for hopefully an unboxing and maybe a little trial sample of using it. On Monday we have got our spring concert with the orchestra. Now I don't know if you remember, but going back to Christmas we did so much practice, and then it was cancelled literally 2 hours before because it was an icy car park. So here we are, it's Monday, it's our spring concert. We have got to wear something kind of black and yellow or green. I've got a yellow blouse that I bought from a shop. It's a horrible yellow blouse, and every year I dig it out for the spring concert. Next year I really want to make something because I'm fed up with this horrible cheap blouse. But yeah, so that's what we're doing on Monday. So really at the weekend I should be doing some oboe practice for the concert. Ta-da! As if by magic I have changed, and I am wearing my #FridaySews t-shirt. This is one I ordered from Jen's store she's got. Now if you go on to today in Jen's sewing room, somewhere along the top you've got the store tab, and she's selling all sorts of things with the #FridaySew on. Now as you can see back in the gifts video, she got hold of a pink one for me, but this is a blue one that I got hold of from Trish very kindly to save me some postage. But yeah, it's really cool. It's a really nice t-shirt actually. It's really nice quality. So I would just like to encourage everybody to go on to #FridaySews in the YouTube search bar and see what everybody else has been up to in this past week. It's been a great week. It's been full of fun when we were at the expo, and there should be a lot of reports about it. So thank you very much for joining me. Keep an eye out for an extra video next week, and if I don't see you before, I will see you next Friday. Have a wonderful weekend and hopefully get some sewing in, everybody, and thanks for joining me. Bye bye.